Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms, and today we're going to talk about whether or not you should summon this coming weekend or not, and if there's anything that you should watch out for. There's a few things. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so during this time of this weekend, we're still going to have the Dracula Castle event, the Scarlet Feast Ancient Summoning, the Bloodline Summoning. This is all going to be going on as well as the Bloodletter Invocation of Spirits. So you might be choosing to opt to prioritize those events. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Honestly, I'm going to say like this, the Feast Master Summoner, I would say at least get your Dracula to 90, or get this summoning to 90 on your Ancients throughout this period of time. So the reason being is that I know we ran this twice now, this collaboration event. This is the second time coming around. It's kind of early. I think it's kind of a filler in between to have some excitement going on and stuff like that. So it is going to be rare that the Dracula summoning events are going to come up and you're going to have your chance to get these heroes. They are collaboration units. Only during this event, if they decide to rerun it at some point, will you be able to get them. They are going to be doing more collaboration events in the future. We also have our limited exclusive heroes as well. So those kind of events will be like more fillers going on. So keep that in mind, that going forward, that it's going to be rare that you're going to have a chance to get this guy. You do want the Dracula. You do want to get your copy of Lady Mina. That is going to be your priority. If you only want one copy of each and you don't want to go crazy, then you can start talking about this weekend's banner. Now, it is a very unique banner and it is a very good banner, so it's something to keep in mind. So the first thing we're gonna go over is this Nascent Invocation of Spirits. During the event, the first legendary hero you summon is guaranteed to be an unowned one. This can only be activated one time. So a bunch of us whales and content creators and whatever, krakens if you want, probably aren't really chasing new heroes. There's a possibility of it. For me personally, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to go on the Nascent summoning. There's only 2 heroes that are on there, and I'm just not that crazy about chasing them. If they happen on accident, I'll take it. That being said, for newer players or mid-tier players, is going to be like the ones really chasing heroes in here. It's going to be your normal summons only. You might want to go ahead and pull on this depending on what is in that slot. You know, what heroes you don't have. And from last weekend's banner, you should know or have a pretty good idea of the unknown heroes that you have on your account that are normal summons. It's going to be the same unknown list, except this is going to guarantee that when you pull a legendary the first time, you are going to get one of those unknown heroes as long as they're a normal summon. Now, that kind of covers that. I would say mid-game players are going to be more intrigued by this. But at the same time, just make sure you get these heroes here. Even if you're looking at something like your Van Helsing, you know, if you're trying to pull him, he's not going to come up again unless this event is going on. It's a collaboration unit only. These heroes will all be out of the summoning pool once this event is over. That's my warning, right? Make sure you do your 90 to get yourself Dracula. Get your 200 to get yourself Lady Mina. And maybe you want to try to pull for Van Helsing or skip him. You can. It's Lady Nyx and Razak, and there's a couple other heroes that can handle that left side in Gear Raid 3. So you might not want to prioritize them. But then you can even consider getting some awakenings on Lady Mina as well. Now, onto the Special Divine and Special Invocation. There hasn't been a lot of really good banners for burning your legendary summoning crystals. That's going to be your divines. If you don't have Eloin, you probably need to summon on this banner. Ireless, if you have Ireless, you can kind of skip it. You can choose whether or not you do it with Ireless or not. Eloin's still going to help you a lot in Apocalypse 2, Apocalypse 1. She does still have the ability, Ireless doesn't, to cleanse debuffs, and that's pretty important, and bring your global rage regen on the map, which is awesome. I don't think there's much introduction needed for Eloin. As for the epics, you know, there's Baron in there. He's pretty good if you're really early game and you want to chase a nice epic. He's very solid. Lily as well. Lily is more, I want to say, sought after for GVG. Speaking of GVG, Dane. So this guy, This guy is a bit of a weirdo. He does do anti-air, so you can use him in Gear Raid 3. You can use him in the promotion raids and stuff like that. Anywhere you need to hit anti-air. But most of his stuff is all about getting to this ultimate, this cyclic rate here. Every time he uses his basic attack, he boosts his rage gen by 5%, and attack interval is reduced by 2% up to 12 times. So it's a good solid 24% attack interval reduction. And rage regen is gonna be way up there. Okay, so I think 60% rage gen boost. Now, once you get to max stacks, he's gonna again restore 2% rage to him because you can't stack any higher. So he's just gonna start restoring rage every single time he uses his basic attack by 2%. So it's kind of crazy. His range is pretty awesome, honestly. He has a tile skip or right in front of him he can't hit. And then after that, he has like your basic, I want to say mage style range going on there, or grid, if you would. Stays the same in the ultimate. It is an auto. The rage regen cost for the auto ultimate is only 500, and he has all this rage regen boost. So what does that really mean? Well, regardless of whatever damage he's doing, it's okay damage. It's not crazy, right? It's mostly single target, and then the AoE damage is just there to kind of supplement some damage for the little guys. But what we're really looking at here is this high-powered explosive. Consumes all stacks of cyclic rate and fires high-powered explosive to the target with the highest max HP and range. So who's that usually going to be? It's going to be guild versus guild. You're going to be putting on this here. Detonates, let me share them out all the way here. Detonates after 2 seconds, dealing 600% damage to the main target and 2% damage to 5 adjacent enemies. Damaged enemies are inflicted with stun, awesome, and anti-healing for 3 seconds. Anti-healing. So this is a grotesque killer. I don't even need to show you guys just how crazy this is. You do need to build him with a little bit of rage regen to help him go there. I do suggest putting an attack speed amulet if you're going to use him in GVG. Otherwise, go with your normal standard build. But yeah, he's going to be doing a little bit of control. It's going to be physical damage, and if you awaken to level 1, he's going to give you that vulnerability plus 20% to targets that are hit with the rain of fire, right? So Dane is pretty good. He's going to be one of those weird niche heroes, you know. It's an oddball kind of event. I would say this is whale to Kraken territory, or at least players that have been playing for 2 or 3 years, super endgame players, and all they care about is GVG. You're gonna need Dane, right? Subject 42 Dane. And if you do chase him, we do also have him added to the website. So if I go here, Dane, we'll search for him right here. There he is, subject 42. Yeah, so I have everything in here that you would need to know. The BP is irrelevant. It's not, I have to get that figured out yet. But anyways, we have the key awakenings. I do have it awaken level 1 for that physical or vulnerability to physical damage. It's at 20%. And then we have a few other ones in here, but you can see the awakening level 5 is also very good if you really want to chase him and be crazy. When casting the ultimate, immediately triggers Rain of Fire 1 time for free. So you get that extra Rain of Fire, which is really nice. And you can see here I'm suggesting the Wicked Vengeance, Hell's Lament, and Shattered Hilt as for his gear. For how good he is and other things, right? Not crazy. So Gear Raid 3, he's got a 2-star. I mean, when you go up to the higher level Gear Raid 3s, his damage is so low that it's just not really worth chasing too much. But Gear Dungeon 1, you can use him in a few things with anti-healing. It can be pretty consistent. Gear Dungeon 2 is going to be a 3-star where he's usable. He's not too crazy. Gear Raid 1, kind of the same thing. He's a physical damage unit. Doesn't really belong in Gear Raid 1, but he does bring a pretty fast anti-heal going on here. And as for other raids, I mean, he's just pretty useful in general. Nothing too crazy. And then GVG, he's going to definitely be a 5-star. He's going to be a grotesque killer. And then you're going to have players with grotesque on one team and then Count Dracula on the other team. Anti-heal. These are going to be heroes you're going to see in GVG all the time from now on going forward. Grotesque's reign of fear is going to be over. Grotesque Fiend is done for. That being said, guys, if you wouldn't mind, there's always going to be discounts and stuff for W Gold. Coda Shop is always running a 13%. Smile One is running a 12%. Moonton supports that up to 10% off. So if you wouldn't mind using my exclusive link here, it's discounts.prospector.gg. Select which one you want to go for. Usually the United States has a hard time purchasing in Smile 1 because it's generated for other countries and stuff for the most part. So if you're Canada, EU, you might have an easier time on Smile 1. If you're US, you can go to Codashop, but Codashop does run 13%, so an extra percentage off. You typically get top-up rewards as well during these events, so pay attention to the in-game announcements on the Discord, on the website. If there's going to be top-up events going on, those will notify you when you should buy if you're going to buy. And I guess to end this off, I'm going to say if you are endgame and you want to hunt for Dane just for GVG, or if you're just a guild versus guild lover in general, I would say you definitely want to try to go for Dane if you can. If you're missing Elowen, no matter who you are, it might be a good idea to try. If you have High Awakenings Elowen or Low Awakenings Welling Elowen, at this point in the game, I don't think it's really worth chasing. Just kind of wait for your luck to happen and pick her up whenever it might happen on accident. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out prospector.gg. This website is loaded with lots of information for you guys. We also are going to have our Discord here. So Discord is loaded with promo codes. It's loaded with information. We are also loading in stage guides as well. So as you're hunting down stage guides, these will help you search easily for a stage guide and find the answers. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.